A few days ago, when GTA 6 was delayed into 2026, we all had a lot of questions about if they were changing content, if they wanted to take it in a new direction, if they were worried at all about the product that they had created. And now they've dropped a brand new trailer with the male lead front and center, which is a very different tone from the first one they launched. And a lot of people are questioning, is this game seeing a major shift in storytelling direction? I have a few different things to show off, but before I get into the topic, if you enjoyed the content I create, check out the links in the description, join the community in my live streams, and consider supporting through Patreon or YouTube memberships. Now, this game has been in development for a very long time, and even though they've said it's going to release in May 2026, I'm taking that with a grain of salt until they're actually like a month away from launch. This thing could be delayed multiple more times if they really wanted it to be, because they've put so much time and money into it. Why would they rush it now? But they released a brand new trailer for it, and this has gotten pretty positively received, but there are also a lot of people questioning why the tone feels so different from the first trailer. So it says, after months of silence, Rockstar Games dropped a brand new GTA 6 trailer today, and it's already stirring debate. Clocking in at 2 minutes and 46 seconds, the trailer showcases breathtaking visuals, a glimpse at the criminal underworld of modern-day Vice City, and a more detailed look at the game's protagonists. But there's one thing fans can't help but notice: Lucia, the heavily marketed female lead, doesn't show up until over a minute in. Now, when we had initially gotten information on this game, it seemed that they were going for this Bonnie and Clyde style partnership, that there was going to be one lead female and one lead male, which seemed perfectly fine. And I guess maybe that other trailer was just the one that was supposed to highlight her more. But now, with this one, a lot of people are questioning if these two very different styled trailers were done intentionally from the get-go, or if they wanted to judge the reactions, because of course they've dumped billions of dollars into this game and they need it to make as much money as possible. So if they think that they can tweak a trailer a little bit or create a brand new one and it can get them a couple million more views and much more positive attention, well, why wouldn't they do that? They need all of the help they can get. It says, though, that instead the focus falls squarely on Jason, the male half of the franchise's playable duo. The trailer leans hard into a Bonnie and Clyde style partnership, with Jason appearing far more frequently and getting more dialogue throughout. Her introduction is brief and subdued by comparison, an odd move given that she's been the centerpiece of Rockstar's initial reveal back in December. Despite the marketing shift, fans have flocked to the trailer in record numbers. Within the first hour, it racked up 1.3 million likes, signaling explosive interest despite the recent delay that pushed the game into 2026. I think that once every few months now we're going to be getting more information. I'm still worried because we haven't seen any gameplay. We haven't actually seen any of the reason why I'm buying this. Like, I'm not buying a movie, I'm buying a video game. But I'm sure as, yes, we get closer, they're going to give us like in-depth events and showcases, which is going to be cool, though I am ready to see at least something of in-game. It says, with a reported production budget of $2 billion, this may be the most expensive video game ever developed. The development alone is said to cost $1 billion, while Rockstar is reportedly earmarking an additional $500 million for global marketing and another $500 million for post-launch content and live service elements. It wouldn't really surprise me that they put billions and billions into this, and I don't think it's really surprised anybody, but people are talking about the potential going woke concerns. Longtime fans of the franchise have remained wary after several high-profile departures at Rockstar, including key writers and creative leads. Questions have surfaced about whether the studio is shifting its tone. Now, we basically know that that's confirmed at this point because of how much Rockstar has changed over the past couple of years. Now, here is just one of the many articles written on it. This was from 2022. It talks about how GTA 6 will reportedly have a very different tone from the previous games in the series, with reports suggesting it will be a bit more sensitive with its humor. Now, we know that Rockstar itself has shown this in the past because a recent, at the time, re-release of GTA 5 on Xbox Series X and S and PS5 had removed transphobic content. We know that the trilogy re-release had also altered some of the more offensive content, like Confederate flags. Even though you're talking about a game where you can kill people, a flag on a wall isn't, what I would consider to be too offensive at that point. But this content largely came through how certain character models and some dialogue that could be heard in previous versions of the game. And GTA 6 would reportedly follow suit. Now, of course, take all of this with a grain of salt, but we were hearing this years ago. It says, though, according to a new report from Bloomberg and Jason Schreier, Rockstar developers are being cautious not to punch down by making jokes about marginalized groups. And the same report notes that the game is rumored to also feature a Latina protagonist who will be part of a pair of Bonnie and Clyde-esque bank robbers, which all of that is confirmed now. So I would also go out on a limb and say this is probably real too. Developers also noted that they find it difficult to imagine a GTA game in the current environment, and that it's difficult to create American satire when the country is already feeling like a satire itself. Interesting commentary by comicbook.com here, but a going woke worry has definitely been a big one for a lot of people for many years at this point in time, seeing that we've had Rockstar move away from their more like a frat boy culture, as it was called. They've tried to clean up their act behind the scenes, and we've seen re-releases of games have censored and altered content. That was definitely worrying, and there still are a lot of people questioning if this was ever really going to happen. But now that we're seeing this brand new trailer release and it's focusing squarely on Jason, it really makes you wonder, are they releasing two very different trailers with different tones because they want to gauge interest, because they potentially are changing content? We don't really know, and we won't know if this game is good or not until it comes out in 2026. I have a feeling, of course, it's going to come out and it's going to make billions of dollars and most people are going to love it, and I think it is one of those games that is too big to fail, but that doesn't necessarily mean that every single person is still going to want to purchase it if the going woke concerns do end up being confirmed. And taking a look at the upload over on X, this is a discussing films thread. There are people questioning if it is going to have questionable content, and fingers crossed it's not going super woke. They delayed it, then released a trailer proving there's a game, so what the hell are we waiting for? Which, I mean, hey, is definitely true. Me and bro playing GTA 6, and it's us as old men. People are saying, May 26th, and it's a smile, and then 2026 and their face falls. Game looks so fucking good, makes GTA 5 look ancient, characters look way more boring than GTA, so there is quite a bit of backlash here. I don't want to say it's overwhelming because it certainly isn't, but there are people questioning, why they continuously have delayed it, what we're really waiting for, if this game is going to come out and be good, and then of course, there are people primarily praising just how amazing the graphics look for this. It does truly scream next gen game. So, of course, I'm sure I'll be talking about this game more in the future, but while there are some people who are definitely worried, this trailer has gone over exceedingly positively with gamers, amassing millions of likes in only a few hours. But that's all that I really had to discuss in this video. Let everyone know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this, give it a like, and if you didn't, give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I'll talk to you all again in the next video really soon.